Okay, please tell me this works. It works this time. Nice, great. Come on. What? Does it not want me to go live? It doesn't want me to go live. What the fuck? I'm looking at it, and it says that the broadcast has stopped. This is crazy. Okay, now it hasn't, which is just terrible. I'm having scuff on the most important day of my life. Okay. Wow, it actually works now. Oh my god. Okay. I may have won the battle. I didn't win the war. Okay, just a minute. By that point, the draft should be finalized. Okay. I think it works, which means that this is the BSC finals, yeah? Yeah, is it still working? RNTX 1 set 1, this is amazing. I missed a set, I probably missed one of the most important sets. My phone is at 1%, this is gonna be very terrible. I need to somehow check chat. Okay. So yeah, I can kind of expect Sergeant winning against this kind of setup, especially with Block. I think they probably destroyed. Yeah, Block's probably able to destroy Meeple walls. Or just leap out of them anyway. 45 seconds, I think. I'm trying to see and interact with chat, but YouTube is really screwing me over right now. I don't know whether to pay attention to the crowd stands. Someone's opening a case. It's Pharaoh, this also pretty decent. Okay, so hot zone. During Beatles is honestly a pretty crazy map sometimes. I think we should see some decent action here, unless it's going to be a total beatdown. In which case, yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, Gale is banned, Gray is banned, Hank, and everything else just seems to be pretty conventional. So far, Juju is fine. Would Revenant X Spark pick Willow? I'm thinking this could be a Willow pick. But maybe they'll do without the Trovisov. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. I always forget that we have to wait a lot. Amber is fine. You know, this is a good opening pick. You don't let them get Amber. And that's pretty much how it is. I'm thinking they'll probably pick it over as their 6th pick to see whether they need it or not. So I am not sure whether they'll need it because of tankiness. They use spam, which is definitely because of the survivability factor. I think Juju would be a bit lacking on damage. She's more of a control pick. So right now they need to counter both the healing factor and the damage factor. I don't think Crow's gonna be a good thing. Lou. Okay, I haven't seen Lou in a long time here. But I think he's gonna work. I think they want him to work, and he actually might against Pam, even. Doesn't Amber outrange Lou? I don't remember. I actually kind of like the World Finals kits for SSG more than Revenants. Otis is conventional. He's gonna hit anyone behind the turret as well, and Brock is, yeah, I can see that. Brock is gonna be fine. Brock's gonna be fine. Fine as a range and control pick. I believe in it at least. So they have picked Brock for 2 sets. I do wonder what the game exactly is. Sergeant is not playing Brock, it's on its response now. Unless they swap. Oh no, they swap. Sergeant is on Brock again. Okay, destroys 1/2 of walls. I see a strategy. Juju can't really hide. Pops Ingvis. Gets immediately found. Initial percentage is on SSG. Trying to corner out Brock, but they fail. Brock has control of the lane, and he's not letting Otis advance. Amber is lacking in range for Lou, and Sergeant's gonna die. Amber's gonna go onto Bobby. Needs to get out of quickly, which will buy SSG some time. Sergeant is waiting. Sergeant's not letting them pass, which is a good choice. Destroys more walls. Bobby dodges pretty expertly. He places turret. This is gonna definitely help with X9J survivability, but ooh, Sans dies, pretty integral. Throw Pops Hyper into walls, into bushes, and Juju cannot hide anywhere now. Will no one Pops gadget. 40 to 32, no one's really advancing. Saying Bobby Soft tries to gain percentage. He does, and Otis is gonna go in. And Otis is gonna kill Amber. She does not get enough healing out there. I don't think she got any healing in general. Pop super to slack Bobby a bit. Bobby has hyper charge. I think this could change the course quite easily if Amber is not on the safe from the zone. But Chino can't really advance further. Right now, Pops hyper, Juju pops hyper as well. Goal Sing gets the quickly out. Game 1 is probably going to RNTX, but they need to take care of the super. Bobby can't kill them. And that's game one. It's pretty convincing. They just completely denied control for SSG. I was kind of doubtful of Brock, but then they got the bushes out, and then I realized what strategy they were exactly planning. RNTX. Right now, Sachin's gonna go in, Juju's gonna go in, do the same thing. Half of bushes is gone. Sachin is slow. I guess they try to detract him right now a bit. Swap lanes. Amber is struggling a bit more against Otis, by the way. Sachin pops it. Second bush is destroyed. Destroyed. Otis distracts, but Sachin gets good shots on Bobby. And kills Chino as well. That is really good from Sachin. Really good kills. This is what you want, and they gain initial percentage. Destroys Brock. Destroys the left wall. And gets Chino out. Even if he ults the Pam. Even if they get some of the percentage and lose Super right now. As long as they get Blue out, they will have initial control. They don't have any time to regen stuff. All this is trying to get the block out. They survive, which is honestly a miracle in of itself. Pam sets up her super, which should help with the survivability. Juju is trying to get everyone and the super out. Quigley's out there right now. RNTX. They do have the potential to regain control, but it is slow, and Otis has hypercharge. Destroys the bushes there. Bobby gonna go in. Response gonna die. X9J. She's not gonna kill Chino. No. Oh my god. They've managed to attract RNTX. Hypercharge stuff. It's not gonna hit enough, but it's gonna let them regain percentage. There are no bushes left. But Lou has super and he's gonna use it. So this way they're gonna try to get more percentage. Sergeant pops hypercharge. They don't want to engage. But Juju pops a hypercharge of her own. Needs to send a super. Sends one. 70%. This is a more intense game right now. SSG gets a super on X9J. 81%. 27 seconds. If SSG needs to make a move, they need to make an undefeatable move now. Bobby's gonna die, Sand's gonna die. They collapse under pressure. RNDX is 2-0. It's either reverse sweep or you die. That is insane. SSG is one set away from getting out. Who are we rooting for? We're rooting for Revenant. No contest, we're rooting for Revenant. This is the clutch match. This has churned into SSG Hate Watch. Which is funny because I voted for them to win against Nova. They didn't. And now they're not the representatives of NACS, that's STMN. How did fucking Stamina win against Zeta? Like, what? No one expected them to do that. No one expected them to even be there. And then they win against Zeta? What? Come on. Are we serious? How is this even possible? Okay. I have no idea what the fuck happened, but my pick'ems are like already ruined. All my pick'ems are ruined. But so is probably like everyone's pick'ems. Like STMN beats Zeta. Like who thought? Who thought STMN beats Zeta? Absolutely fucking no one. Statements from the utterly deranged. RNTX is one set away from the side match. And SSG is one set away from going out. I mean, honestly, I should have probably expected this. I thought that Lang experience would get them somewhere, but I should have expected it. I should expect them to lose to Novo. I don't even see this guy's stack. It's on camera, but it's not there. Voting for tribe. Drafting stage should start. Knockout, they didn't quite catch the map. Everyone's chilling for SSG, everyone wants a reverse sweep. Is that happening? Maybe and maybe not. Yeah, I'm thinking Buster will probably be a pick here. This is definitely one of the more defensive knockout maps. Block is banned. They know who's been fucking them. Gwei, Jaeyoung, pretty blanket bans. No Meeple ban. Pearl Jean takes that instead. Bobby take notes from humble fans. I mean, Humble, there's no way Humble loses to SK Clouds, right? Against Crazy Raccoon, it was pretty close, but SK Cloud is not Crazy Raccoon. So yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a way they lose to that. But Revenant, Ali's pretty good first pick. You don't want the enemy team to have it. Right now, I do wonder how they'll counter him. Squeak is definitely a good choice. Good one from X9J. I think it could be a Buster. It could be Ruffs, I think. Max. I always forget Max is meta now. But fact of the matter is she is. They gotta somehow prevail against a really defensive control setup now. Ali is very controlling when he gets his super. But the thing is, when you can somewhat upend that control, it's gonna be really hard. Bell is a good control pick. So far though, who you're gonna be sparing to? I think it'll be trying to prevent Max Super from stacking on multiple teammates. They can't really exactly stay together. It's a pretty good pick. They'll probably swap. I don't know if Bobby will be playing Ollie. Meeple is definitely something that Revenant overlooked. I think this could be an SSG set wing. Honestly, I think this could be possible because of Meeple Bell. But if they pick something controlling and offensive, it could be over. It could just be over. And they pick Juju. Yeah, this is the kind of control I was thinking. I first thought Crow, but then he wouldn't have enough range. So Juju is the way to go. The big thing about SSG is they don't have a wall break. They have no wall break. So against Juju, they will have problems if she gets a semblance of control. They're going all right lane, which is interesting. Juju gets initial feedback, and Juju generally just has a lot of range. X9J trying to gain some feedback. Sergeant has zero issues trying to pelt everyone away. Ollie's somewhere down. Ollie's attempting to harass someone down. This isn't My thing, it's someone lagging. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I paused. Oh no. Oh no, is this a technical issue? What is happening? Guys, come on. Okay, we're back. We're back. SSG is getting pressured. Meeple is not enough. Meeple gets a kill. Tries to go into the gas. Can't really do that. Has a super, which he'll probably try to use against Juju. They are going full left, which is not where the Meeple is. But the moment he gets there and tries to cast a super on them, it's probably where they're trying to get Juju out. Definitely the most integral part. Right now, all you go saying, oh, this is where they're trying to do something. Sergeant is fucked. This is where they're trying to come back. They went first gadget, and this is how they want to try and get RNTX strats. Sergeant needs to do something. I don't know if he's gonna 1v3. He's probably not gonna. He's gonna try going into the gas instead. Instead, they're gonna try to corner him. It doesn't need to be this way. Sway, it's lagging again, but you know that it's still gonna be an SSG taking ground. Why is the game lagging? I don't actually know. What the hell is happening? Well, it's not lagging for the players anyway. They're being a bit more on the offense. Offense, Juju is gonna be taking. Juju is gonna be taking, but she's gonna be living. No, she won't. It's a 2v2 now. Now Chino gets a really good shot. It's a 2v2. He could potentially churn it into a 1v2. 2x9j needs to get out. Response is not getting trapped today. Today, Meeple is going hypercharge. Charge. They brought it into a 1v2. An equal situation. Situation completely destroyed. One round looked completely hopeless, but the moment SSG started ramping up strategies, it got churned on their head. And X9J cannot win this round. GG game for SSG, please don't lag. One game goes to Space Station that don't want to be 3-0'd. But let's see if this is actually going to be the case. Let's see if they're going to work for a reverse sweep. Because right now, a seemingly volatile RNTX strat is getting really countered by them preparing for the supers. Ollie is trying to get some leverage. He's trying to get something out of the RNTX. He's gonna be down there. Bobby is trying to do something. Right now, he's not getting things squeak hypnotized. Response knows how to keep his distance, at least somewhat. Sergeant is trying to get Meeple. And right now, it's somewhat debatable. X9J is getting some damage, but it's not really translating into a kill. Bobby is low. They're trying to get him. It's not working out. Bob's second gadget. They don't have a lot of places to go. Bobby wants to get into Juju. Juju gets the kill. It's a 2v2. And response is very low. Needs to do something. Sans dies. It's Chino versus X9J. Chino's very low. It's not gonna work out. Revenant actually clutches. They lost this 2v2 in the previous game. It's not happening. Bobby's being a bit defensive now. He lost his super. He gains it again. Meeple is trying to work his way into a gadget. Juju's not doing well. They're gonna be trying to super 2. Is this gonna work out? Yes. Yes, response, trying to gain as much leverage as possible. It's not gonna work. Bobby has a hypercharge and he's not afraid to use it. They're really not doing good right now. And all the hypercharge is gonna be terrible for them. They fell for the same trick twice. All the HC. See, is this how response dies? Yes. Yes, Bobby is trying to get out. Bobby is dead. X9J has no choice. He has to 1v2 now. Or face a set from SSG. But this is definitely not happening. SSG takes set 3. And I take note from my phone. I need to charge it. Fuck. By the duck. So honestly, I was thinking that Revenant's particular comp was decent, but they really fell for the meeple wall. Like, they should have tried to be generally more defensive, I think. More mobile. Because Sergeant is standing in one place and it's not gonna work out. Just, I'm not sure how you'd exactly set yourself up there. Just doesn't seem right. So right now, we are looking at 1. That's why he must have finished the backstage sets by now, I guess. There's gonna be no backstage sets at this point, so he is here rooting for SSG. Gem Grab is definitely an interesting set. Overall, I think Revenant should still be getting it, but SSG is looking poised for a reverse sweep. This is not what Revenant wants. Gem Grab, Death Grab. I actually don't like this map. I really don't like this map. It's not. It is pretty scary, but they need to capitalize. SSG needs to set itself up for a match point. Revenant needs to prevent that. Close to Pam are good bands. Loves Meeple for Mina, we're getting into conventional. Kid. Bobby's kid is pretty interesting. I don't actually know why. They're probably setting themselves up for something. Trying to make a setup. Need to immediately do something to prevent Kid. It's putting them into a hard situation. I'm really not sure where it is stuff. Revenant counterattacks, tries to max again. Sandy goes out with a sleep gadget, trying to prevent the Kid super immediately. Sandy's actually a really underrated pick. But should do wonders for Revenant, assuming they know what they want to do with their 6th pick. Could be the best thing they should be doing. Right now, however, SSG probably looking really good on paper. Really set to counter their low range, and Otis is definitely the perfect pick for that. I just don't understand what exactly Revenant would do into Otis. Maybe even a Toa, maybe even Juju. Although that did not work in the previous time, but that was because Meeple was there and he's banned now. Are they going with a tank or not? That's a big question. Gus. They're definitely going for a more defensive bases covered comp. And the big thing is Lebanon doesn't have the range to counter it. They have the speed. So whatever this pig is, it's going to be pretty interesting. Hank, I'm not actually sure, but I guess Max and Hank are going to be trying to offset stuff like Kit. Although into Otis, you gotta really see who you're going into. Otis may entirely deny Hank's approach, but this is definitely unconventional. Again, it's now or never. Now or never for both of them. SSG looking to not get eliminated. RNTX looking for a victory, looking for a decider, and the decider is going to be against Novo, definitely a manageable opponent. X9J goes out, tries to get the gems for himself. He gets that and gets a hypercharge. I think Gus, however, has his big popper. Bobby tries to get out into a bush. He does. Sergeant dies. X9J has 6 gems. A lead that is likely able to be caught up with. Sergeant gets counted again. Bobby gets him. Chino is safely defending, and now with 4 gems, the lead is probably getting back to them. Hank hypercharges. Bobby is low. Trying to do something. Get some damage on Sans. Sans can't really go into the super, so he's trying his best. Sans is not dead out there. Got his hypercharge. X9J, 9 gems. Akin to his name, but Otis has hypercharge. He's definitely scared of getting in. Definitely scared. But pops hypercharge. Otis HC. Kid is gonna try to get onto something. Bobby, 1 gem. Chino is almost dead. And they need to do something to prevent that. Response, hypercharge. Kills the Gus. And right now, the ball is saying RNTX scored 5 seconds. It's not gonna work out. Match point for our RNTX. Completing their grudge match. It's only 10 gems away. SSG need to do something to prevent this. Miracle Run in monthly finals just to go out 0-2. Is this how they want to do that? No. Are we going to see the comeback from them in this game or in the next set? Let's see. They've definitely swapped the lanes a bit. Sergeant can go saying Bobby is trying to get a response. He's definitely got the response by killing response on his kid. That was definitely a response he wants, but the response to him is that he's almost dead. That is definitely a response that you see in the game, and the response from the internet is that it's lagging. There are too many responses in my sentences, and I should stop responding with them. It's dumb. We're currently having some technical difficulties. Right now we can see the gem stuff. It's 3-2. Someone died and we got 6 gems. I don't remember the gem carrier. Chino is currently in a bit of a tight position. Bobby is as well. Response. Response is trying to get Bobby, but he can't. Bobby has a super which he may use, while Chino has hypercharge. They definitely have better utility than RNTX right now. Definitely tried it on killing the gem carrier, but right now SSG seems to be more poised into getting a comeback that we're not seeing because of the lag, and we're getting into these miserable conditions hypercharge, trying to do something. Sergeant is not. Response is popping his hypercharge in response to Gus's. Kid is definitely doing something. X9J is gonna die. A cooldown is gonna be triggered. It's not without floor. Sans has an HC. X9J needs something. Sans needs a gem. It's not gonna happen. When Sergeant starts the cooldown, it's only one gem for SSG. They're gonna do that by killing. When Sans. Wait, no, by killing Sergeant. What the fuck am I talking about? Now they have more than enough gems to do something. Kid has a hypercharge. Kid is gonna try to get out. While Chino. No. Survives. And that's a comeback from SSG, alright. RNTX needs to lock in. If they want their grudge match completed, this is their moment. They cannot be slowing down now. I'm already losing my words. X9J gets the initial gems. Bobby gets discovered. Bobby gets killed, but it is his super. And right now, X9J doesn't have the lead. They're bullying Sergeant. They needed to be at 2v3 so they can gain control. And indeed, Sergeant needs to change his directive severely. Sans waiting patiently for response to get out. He pops his shield in return, but it does that matter? No. Bobby does not want to particularly pop in. He knows that he can do anything with shield, and right now RNTX looks completely lost. They need a comeback. They need to do something in order to make themselves known. No one dies except Bobby, but he can afford to die, while RNTX cannot. Sans is gonna get the 9th gem. It's exactly what they need. 10th gem is all it takes for them to trigger a cooldown. A countdown, I'd say. But right now, whoops. It seems that we are back in business. Sans was not in a great position. Sergeant goes in, gets Bobby out. Bobby, I think, has hypercharge, which is exactly what he'd want. Response, tries to not die. Has a hypercharge. He knows where X9J is. But it's not gonna work out. Sergeant gets his gems. Sergeant is critically low. He's trying to escape. He does. 1 gem remaining. Who starts the countdown? It's definitely Sergeant. And RNTX pops a super. Blue team countdown. It goes in again. X9J pops it. But there is definitely enough time for them to come back, unless we're thinking of it. 3, 2, 1. There's no way for SSG to win. RNTX eliminate SSG. They complete their grudge match. 2023 was the last time they fought in Worlds. They lost to Bobby and STMN. 2025 is when they win. Would you fucking believe it? Okay, I actually have to go. Sorry.